Hello, East Brunswick. It's barely 24 hours now since the snow from this past snowstorm finally stopped. And as you know, it dumped a ton of snow in our area. More likely numbers that I haven't seen in over a decade. I think at last count there's areas where there was about 2 feet of snow and with drifts even higher. So it was a pretty significant snowfall, and it happened over such a long period of time that it made the cleanup a lot more difficult than we have typically been able to do in the past, when we would have 3-4 inches of snow and it would happen in a short period of time, and we were able to mobilize forces and services to be able to get to the entire town relatively quickly. This is a different bird. As you know, we have over 180 miles of road in the township, but as of this moment, we're pretty much done with all of our roads, and they are all passable, and they are all able to be utilized for all of the services that we would need, especially first responders. Due to the large storm and the record, breaking amount of snow that we had, it put an enormous pressure on our staff. We have a limited staff. We brought everybody in from the Department of Public Works, Parks and Rec, our police department, Office of Emergency Management. We were all hands on deck. Plus, we have hired outside contractors to do a lot of that work. Some of that work will mean to reach the main roads first. We go to connector roads, then to secondary roads, and of course at the end we get to as many of the courts, but that's usually very much close to the end. It's also typical during a storm for us to start doing that work, especially one where it was so long and extended a period of time, and by the time we get back to it a second time, a significant amount of snow has already fallen. So it's possible that somewhere in the time frame of folks getting out to do your roads, snow may have reaccumulated, but not as much as was there to begin with. We also had the problem yesterday with the snow being so heavy that it caused a lot of downed trees. When that occurs, there's a risk of emergency, so our emergency management staff is sent off to those directions. There were a number of fires that occurred yesterday, so again, that used emergency services. And there were some emergencies. And so staff that was sent out to do roads might have been diverted to get to those emergencies. So all of those things converging at once made it a very difficult storm for us to be able to get to all streets. I have gotten many of your emails and your messages about courts that weren't done, or people that were worried that they had only gone to an early first pass and the snow had reaccumulated. We're aware of all of those issues, but at this point, we're fairly confident that all of the streets have been attended to, and in a way that everybody can get out onto the roads. Emergency services can be restored and utilized and be able to get anywhere in the town that's necessary. So I thank you all for being patient with the cleanup. There's a lot of snow out there. There's some streets that we simply can't plow. There's just not any way to do that. Those areas and those streets often need to have snow put into containers and then the snow removed. There's just simply no place to put it. With all that snow, there's going to be large mounds, which means you need to be very careful as you exit a street, because there's snow that's invariably piled up there. It might make visualization of roads a little bit more difficult. Please take your time. Look carefully before you proceed. Stay off the phone. Be aware of your surroundings. This storm, compared to the last one, is a little bit better in the sense that the temperatures aren't as low as it was last time, which resulted in ice and piles of snow staying around for an extended period of time. We may be a little bit luckier this time, as the weather's a little bit more cooperative. But in the meantime, we still have large mounds of snow all over the town. And so I just ask everybody to be cautious. So that's the update. Kudos to our Parks and Rec department, our DPW department. These guys worked round the clock as best as they can. They are required by law to get time off to sleep. We don't certainly want them working on fumes and then causing more damage because they were so tired that they got into accidents. And the same thing with the outside contractors that come into the township. So apologize for the time frame that it might have taken to get all of this done, but we were able to accomplish it, and like I said, just hopefully this is it for the snow. But I used to say all the time that I loved this climate because I like the change of seasons, and as soon as you get tired of a season, you're already on to the next one. But I'm beginning to take that back with this winter because it's not over yet, and I'm pretty done with it. Thank you for your patience.